Welcome everybody. We are back with more Vintage Story 1.22 pre-release. And I think I have overcome the issues there with the blurriness. So thank you. We are crisp, looking good. Okay, we got some confirmation there from Rod. Good morning. Carl, how's it going? Forbidden Lore, YouTube says it's good and good. Getting 1080p now. Excellent. Mini Mongoose, clear. Hello, Captain Disconnect. Welcome, everybody. Had a couple of false starts there. Completely my fault. Was not an issue with YouTube or anything. It was somehow my OBS, that the literal resolution got changed in the settings, and I have no idea how that happened. But we're looking good. Hello, Vintage Story survivors in HD world. Welcome, Lucky Luke. Provoca, thank you. Looking good, everybody. Awesome. Oh my gosh, what a headache. But listen, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong, especially in my life here. But no worries. We are back on top of the world once again because we are, of course, playing Vintage Story, the new 1.22 update. It's not fully out yet. This is the unstable version, the very first release of it. So things like rivers, procedural dungeons aren't even in the game yet, but we're hoping that those will be included by the stable launch. I don't know when the stable release is going to be. Personally, I don't have any insider info, unfortunately, but software despair. Yeah, OBS is a little weird. Sometimes, usually it happens every time OBS updates, like some sort of setting will get reset. But there was no update as far as I know, but somehow the base resolution for my OBS broadcast got set down to like, what was it, at 320? Something ridiculously low. So I just had to change that, and boom, we're perfect. So let's go. Yeah, but I apologize for that, guys. Hopefully that won't be an issue in the future, but I know I'll be checking it now before stream, at least for the next couple of streams. Gotta double check my base resolution. Oh, let's see. So it is year 0. We just started in this world yesterday. We've only put about 4 hours in. We're on day 6 and we got a boat torn. There's a boat torn on my butt. Okay, it's a little too early. Let's see, yeah, we got very high ripped activity. You missed the last stream. Yeah, so in the last stream, of course, we had a couple of hiccups right away just because of world generation, but we encountered the mushrooms. So in other words, there's new hallucinatory mushrooms, so we got to see what that was like. Really, really fun. And of course, we did some fishing, which we're going to do more of today. We also discovered a bug with the pit kilns, which apparently there's a workaround for, so we're going to try that. Big shout out to Wist if she's here for letting me know, but might disable aspect ratio. Oh yeah, OBS is sassy. You know, it's an open source totally free program, and it is like #1 in the industry for broadcasting, but it's got its little quirks. So does everything else, you know, like I say. It's all down to the chaos theory. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park was right. You know, it's something it can go wrong, it will, like I said. So, all right, here we are, though. We're working it out. We're getting the bugs worked out. Yeah, the fishing's fun. Currently, that's what I'm eating, is a bowl full of hefty fish stew. And the way it's balanced now, in other words, the amount of meat that we get from a fish is pretty high. So we really don't need to do any other kind of hunting whatsoever. But in today's stream, the goal is going to be to get ourselves into the metal age, the copper age at least. And I want to do some tempering, some quenching, and possibly some grinding too. Grinding might be a little tougher just because we have to make some stuff. We're definitely going to be doing more fishing and more grunting for worms. We got our worm grunting stick here, and there's a fishing pole. But yeah, I'd also like to explore, if we just take a quick look while we wait for the daytime. Let's look up quench. So there's a whole new section in the handbook under quenching and tempering, and it says ferrous metals. So only iron, meteoric iron, and steel can do this. So I guess I was wrong. If we get into copper age, it's not going to be enough, but we'll still we'll still try and go for it. You know, it might take us a couple extra streams. We'll have some fun with it. Too, maybe if we just get set up, we could like spawn in a couple of metal weapons and just see how, or iron weapons, see how it goes. But quenching, it can be done with or without a layer of fire clay. So you can do it with or without. I think if you do it with, it gives durability. If you do it without, then the buff is to the damage. Yeah, with clay is durability. Without clay, power level will be improved. Successful quenching can only be done from a certain temperature range, as shown in the tooltip. When the item has reached this range, you hit must control right click, and while looking at a block of water or a barrel of quenchant liquid. This was a new word to me. I'd never really heard that quenchant. Is grunting in the base game? Yes, it is, Gas City. And we're going to do some grunting here in a little while. As of 1.22, water is the only valid quenchant. Once you must swiftly bring the temperature down. Quenching does cause stresses in the metal in form of a % chance to shatter if quenched again. You can quench an item an unlimited number of times, but the shatter chance will go up consistently, while the benefits gained will decrease in magnitude each time. The shatter risk only applies to quenching, not tempering. After quenching, the bonus obtained will be shown in the tooltip as well as the number of times the piece was properly quenched. If the item shatters during quenching, some materials will be lost. Quenchant, not in the game, it's only water. It explicitly just said that. As of 1.22, water is the only valid quenchant. I don't know how it works in real life because I've never quenched anything, but I'm just going based off what I'm reading here. What applies to the game we're playing today. Tempering. The tempering process is used to reduce the shatter chance that quenching adds to an item, so you can mitigate that shatter by tempering. Similar to quenching, the tempering process involves bringing the workpiece up to specific temperature, cooling it. It differs from quenching in that temperature is lower. Rate of cooling is much slower, so you just air cool this. Allowing the item to simply cool in the air while held or placed is sufficient. Successful tempering will reduce the shatter chance. If your tempering improves the durability of the blade, that durability will remain unchanged. However, if your quenching improves the power of the blade, it will also go down slightly. The shatter chance will go down more, though, as a % on the total. One cannot temper an item more times than it has been quenched. Interesting. And again, only with iron or steel. But, yeah, we'll see. Temp and quench for life. I think there's going to be some limits to it. It does say that the returns you get on it diminish consistently. So it's going to be up to a certain point. I don't know how many times because I've never literally done it. But, yeah, there's going to be a certain number of quenches and tempers where you're going to be like, we just need to make a new tool, basically. All right, so let's see. What time is it? Okay, sun should be coming up. We do have high temporal rift activity, but let's see if we can get out here and plant some berry bushes. We've got a nice little... Oh, I hear a boat torn. Yeah, I don't see him, though. Let's move out of the chunk. Maybe we can get him to despawn. Get our place a little... Yeah, only on iron and steel. That's right. Ferrous. So, meteoric iron, regular iron, or steel. And who knows about modded stuff at this point. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. And, of course, there's a grinding wheel, too. Maybe we'll take a look at that here in a second. But in order to make the grinding wheel, you need a piece of rock, like the whole block of rock, a hammer, and a chisel. All right, I think we're safe now. Good, I think our charcoal's done, too. Let's uncap this. Sounds like quenching improves stats, but can break the item. Yep. Hey, Dawn, how's it going? Tempering reduces the chance of breaking. Basically, yeah, in a generalized summary, that's essentially what I was getting to. Alright, so we've got some pit kilns that are empty. Oh, and guys, if you were with me for yesterday's stream, there is a bug with the pit kilns. We're not sure 100% what is causing it, but there is a workaround, so I've been told. So I think we're going to try that today. I didn't have any raw molds, though. I think we tossed them all. So we'll probably make some raw molds here in a little bit. Let's get ourselves situated. But the workaround was to build fires near the pit kilns. Like I said, we'll go through and actually see if it works here once we fill these, but I just want to get them set up. So we'll see if this works. But yeah, big shout out to Wist if she's not here. She was the one who found this workaround on the Discord. So we'll see how it goes. But General Janitor, your sound reminds me of somebody I know, but never met. I feel like I've talked to you before somewhere in time. Could be, buddy. There was a time in my life where I believed in reincarnation, so maybe we were friends in a past life, or maybe we were enemies in a past life. No, I'm just kidding. We wouldn't be enemies, but thank you for coming by the stream. Let's see, I saw your quench, or I was blind in a book, so temp should be limited. I don't know if it needs to be limited. It needs to be limited if you're going to temper, but quenching just needed to be over a certain temperature. So when you're quenching, you want it as hot as you can get it, basically, but when you're tempering, there's a certain range, so you will need to keep it below. Otherwise, it won't. It'll be too hot. There's so many ferns in this area. Alright, so we got ourselves a little berry bush orchard. Now this is another change in 1.22 that they haven't instituted yet, but the berry bushes somehow are going to be changing. I don't know the details, but they've mentioned that they want to rework it. I have a feeling it'll be more like the agriculture, where you have to grow them through stages, but again, I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Go ahead and harvest this guy for his feathers. Oh, we got a piece of meat too. Nice. Alright, come on up. That stream is very loud, but we did settle down next to some rapids, so if we get to the point where we can make, what's it called? Some sort of water wheel, we're going to be able to. We are in proximity. Another thing we need to do today is actually get some crops in the ground. Alright, I'll just put those in there. Let's see, what's everybody saying? Not sure if it's kilns itself or the items being put in, but that's a semantic. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's see, commiserating poor devs have got an earful. Oh, I'm sure. Do you happen to use any world generation mods? I did, General Janitor. It's actually down in the description of the YouTube stream, but it's the plains and valleys. Yeah, there's a handful of mods that are up to date with the pre-release version of 1.22. If you go to the VOD or the mod database, I should say, and just filter for 1.22 pre-release as the version, you'll see that there's a couple, and that's one of them, the World Gen. But other than that, the only other mod I have is Step Up. So I'm trying to keep it pretty light here. So, all right, what the heck are we doing? What's our goal right now? Did we get a pickaxe mold? I don't think I was ever able to get a crucible down, right? Crucible was something that we struggled to light. Yeah. So I don't have a crucible yet, but we desperately need one of those, so I guess we'll make some clay stuff. I like to do this typically at night, but I can't really progress without a crucible, so I'm going to go through the stages of making this real quick, and we'll see if this little workaround is actually a temporary fix. I'm sure this is a bug that they'll be addressing in like a upcoming patch or like another preview version, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yes, we are on 1.22, but this is the pre-release version, so we're not very, very alpha stage. It's really only, it's going to be very buggy, you know. There could be crashes and stuff. In fact, right now I'm trying to overcome a bug that we encountered in yesterday's live stream, dealing with the pit kilns. So let's just see how this works. I'm not going to go crazy with this stuff, but yeah, 1.22 is here. It was released day before yesterday. But like I say, it's still a very unstable version of it, so it's recommended not to load old worlds into this snapshot, so to speak, because it can corrupt your world and stuff. But there are a ton of new things, 100%. And let me see, do I still have? Oh, hold on, I can get you guys a quick link to the update, the patch notes. So yeah, there's the patch notes. Check those out. And even if you don't want to bother to sit there and read through them, which I don't blame you because there's a lot, but scroll down on that link because there's a whole bunch of like screenshots of the new stuff. Oh, that's something else I wanted to do too. We're going to make one of each spear, I think. So let's do something fun like this. And this is really just going to be for showing off some of the new stuff. So spears have had a big rework. For one thing, they've added iron and steel spears now to the game. And so they've been rebalanced, essentially. All spears have. And with the rebalance has come an aesthetic change, too. So they look very different. Each individual spear has a different look to it. So even though we're going to get most of our protein needs from fishing, I think I'll still make a spear of each kind just for demonstration. All right, so here is our flint spear. Boom. Right there, look at that too. So you can see it's got a slightly different look than the original, but just to show this off a little bit more, we're going to go into creative real quick, and I just want you guys to see the varieties. So you can see we've got granite. That's all the rock spears. Scrap hasn't changed, but copper, tin, bronze. You can see the evolution. Bismuth bronze. Look at the black bronze spear. Oh, that looks sick. Ornate gold. Ornate silver. Oh, look at this, dude. The tuning spear. I don't even know what that is. The ruined boar spear. Yikes. Iron spear. There she is. Meteoric iron. And the steel spear. Oh, look. Quenchable. Temperable. Interesting. Alright, yeah. We're not going to be cheating too much, but, you know, we'll use creative for display purposes and getting around certain bugs and stuff, so. Alright, speaking of bugs, let's see. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, hold on a second, guys. Emily, that's correct. My pit kiln was not lighting yesterday. You've had the bug with the update. Yep, I found that going into F5 and lighting it from there helps. What's F5? Oh, you mean third person? Really? Third person helps. Well, okay, this is the workaround that I heard. First, let's test and see if this will light. Okay, good. So it's actually not lighting. So we can see the bug in full display right here. I'm crouching, and I'm holding my right-click button, but the pit kiln doesn't light. And we encountered this yesterday. It was hard to figure out, like, what's causing it, but now the workaround that I was told, and if this doesn't work, then we're going to try your method too, Emily. And maybe we'll try it separately as well. The workaround that was on Discord is to light a fire pit next to it, and then while you're holding that, there it is, bring it over. So I didn't even let go. Like, I just literally held down control and right click and just dragged that to there. And somehow that worked. So that is a nice little workaround. Yeah, but that was posted on Discord. Again, big shout out to the people who figured it out. And of course to Wist, who I don't think is here right now, but if she's watching the VOD, thanks again, Wist. You're the best. So yeah, no problem, Emily. And we'll try your method too. I'm curious to know if popping out and going to that third person works. So maybe we'll whip up another thing. Let's see. So I've got my pro pick. I mean, I should probably get some more stuff. You know what we need is some crock pots. Let's just pop out one crock pot, because we did actually have issues with the crock pot 2 yesterday. This was giving us problems. All right. Thanks for coming by the stream today, everybody. If you were here earlier, I apologize for the issues. We had some technical issues, but we've got it worked out now. I think the stream health is good, but thank you, everybody. Don't forget to save the wood from the fireplace. Oh, miniature mongoose. She's brilliant. Let's grab that. I saved one piece, mongoose. Thank you. I love it. Okay, she's conservative. She's always looking out because she plays card survival games. That's why. Mongoose is ready. She's prepared. She knows the value of resources. Why is this not going into my backpack when I do that? All right. Boom. Let's try it over here. And, yeah, I'm going to need some more grass. But tomorrow's the big card survival stream. Everybody excited? Are you guys pumped? If you don't know Card Survival Tropical Island, well, definitely come by the stream tomorrow and check it out. But, Mongoose, the Earth Kitty. Alright, Rod, I've got nicknames for you, buddy. How about Sir Roderick Clark? Sir Roderick Van Clarkenstein. Okay, so this one's also buggy. See, the pit kiln's not working. Yeah, I'm holding crouch and right click. And no worky. Okay, so we're going to try Emily's method. Let's go into F5. Alright, it's hard to tell where you're aiming at with this. Okay, yep. Hey, Emily, that worked. Good job, Emily Lewin. So, on their own, they have discovered another workaround for the pit kiln bug. Brilliant. And actually, that one doesn't require me to waste resources. So, guess what? That's the one I'm going to go with. But, yeah, nice. Yeah, it's just one of the quirks of the code, you know? That's why, like, what am I doing here? Coding in games, excuse me, it's always been like a complete mystery to me. Just absolute brilliant people. Oh, this inventory thing is going to annoy the crap out of me. I pick it up. Yeah, people who code, you guys have godlike intellects, so I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so what are we doing? What are we up to? Let's go get some stuff. We were kind of searching for metal. Yep. Good job, Emily. All right. Yeah, we were on the hunt for copper yesterday, even though we do have 3 known copper locations. We just got to get our pickaxe going, so we're waiting for that crucible. But maybe we'll go out here and explore in this general direction. Because we also, I mean, I'd love to find some more bismuth and or tin ore, you know. That would be really helpful. So, let's go. Oh my god, this inventory thing. I can't shift click to put it into my regular backpacks now. It's weird. Alright, what in the world about the third person could be circumventing the ignite function? I don't know. I know, it's bizarro, but it's awesome. It's funny you would try that too. The way people think, different ways of thinking. Because going into third person, was that just like an accident? Hold on, the new rivulets look interesting on the map. Oh, you mean these guys? Yeah, they do. When you first spawn into the world, too, we were able to actually, like, watch them. You know, because it spawns off as just the source block. And we could watch the water kind of snake around. Alright. Where are we going? Yeah, just this general direction. A lot of people playing in third person bound to happen. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to try and go slow here, and we're going to be looking for metals on the ground. At some point, too, I should probably get some agriculture going. Something I haven't done yet, just because fishing has been so abundant. But I wouldn't mind to get a little flax in the ground, too, you know. Noticing workaround, though, that's genius. Yeah, very, very smart. I love it. Looks like we got a big old bear right over there. Thinks he owns the place, but he doesn't. He's wrong. All right, here's a goat. Uh-oh. There's a little wolf cub. Where there's a little one, there's probably big ones. Now, wait a second. Hello. Are you potentially sky iron? Oh, we got sky iron. All right, let's mark this. Oh, man, you know, another big goal for today's stream, in addition to getting some metalworking going, I want to find some more of those trippy mushrooms. Oh, that was a good experience, everybody. I need to start microdosing wavy caps. I'm going to get banned on Twitch. Oh, speak of the devil. Is this what we need? No, almond mushrooms are one of the old varieties of mushrooms. Things took me about half an in-game day trying to figure it out how I could do anything, and finally figured that out. Brilliant. Yeah. See, necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. Emily needed to get her pit kilns working, so she experimented till she got it. No, we're definitely in the right place for mushrooms. It's just not the right mushrooms. Hello, ruins. Now, I've already got a bunch of bony soil, and I really don't feel much like panning in this world. I mean, we're going to save all the panning for the wilderness survival world that I'm running, which, by the way, we will get back into. Was I here? I must have been here. But, yeah. So, in other words, let's get some good stuff. Hello? Uh-oh. What's this? Now, these are poisonous, though. Could they still maybe make us hallucinate even if they're poison boys? Let's see. So it says 6 HP, and I have 20. 6.5 HP. This is how we die. You guys don't like that idea, do you? Don't eat the poisonous mushrooms. Is kind of the sense that I'm getting from chat right now. Is that kind of the vibes you're putting out there? No, they're not new. That's true, Emily. Crap. Oh, God. All right. I'll put them down. No, don't eat them. All right, fine. This started off as a trip looking for ore, and it's quickly devolving into some sort of addict looking for a fix out here in the middle of the forest. Yikes, you say test him in the safety of that. Well, I was going to do that. Listen, I'm not that bad of a junkie that I know that you... Oh! I'm not that bad of a junkie. I know you don't just do your stuff right on the streets. Whoa, okay, well, that wasn't helpful. Okay, let's go. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Literally just looking for mushrooms. Go away from the dogs. You know what? This right here could potentially be more sky iron. Whoa! Why? Oh, bro. Nope, not today, little ones. Sorry. Oh, God damn it. Did you just see what happens? I just threw my bandages on the ground. Because the stupid inventory wouldn't... I'm holding shift click and instead of like moving it automatically? What the frickin'... God damn it. I just popped it right out. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to put in a bug report. Now, I think that there was a dog down there too. Oh, there he is. Something. Alright, we can still get the bandages. What the hell, man? Hey, console us. You came in an exciting situation. AKA a very embarrassing situation. Where's the bear? We gotta tower back up. Oh, what kind of a mushroom is that? King bite! No, pooey. I got... Oh, Roger getting lag? Crap. Hold on a second. Oh, it's always something with this stream here. Rod's got some lag, so let's take a moment. See if we can kick that in the butt. At this point, the bear breathed on you and you die. That's true. Just the stinky old hot breath. Man. Died from a mushroom. It could have been the hallucinatory mushroom, so cut me a break. That's okay. It just goes to show you people, you don't mess with bears. Your local forest, don't mess with them. All right. I think we're good. Did you say we're back? You're back? Rod's back? Okay, no more lag. All right, let's go. So where the hell's my stuff at? Oh my God. I died so far away. They stuck me in a tree. I got nothing. Now, I think I did change the settings so that we have a full... Ooh, mushrooms. We have a full hour before... Oh. Is that one of the ones? Is that one of the ones? Yeah, don't worry. This isn't the wilderness survival world. What about these? What about these boys? No problem, Sanction. Let's move. That's one from before Eat and Run. Let's devour it. Yikes. Oh, I don't feel safe without my stack of dirt. Yeah, I would have survived if it not been for my Hobbiton blood, constantly desiring mushrooms. All right, let's just try this. Maybe you guys are lying to me. Maybe this is a hallucinatory mush. Hey, what's going on, Dead Mouse Fetish? How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for coming by the stream today. Welcome to everybody. We just died, but we were goofing around. It was a mushroom hunt that I failed. It was a fatal mushroom hunt. But we're going to retrieve our stuff right now, and then we shall progress. We're just waiting for a pit kiln. Kind of killing a little bit of time till the pit kiln finishes. Once that happens, we're pushing on into the Copper Age, people. Maybe even the Bronze Age if we can find some stuff, but... oh, man. That was the same bear from before, wasn't it? A lot of fatal mushroom hunts. That's true. It's true. It's not unusual. Gotta watch out for those man-eating mushrooms. Reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors. Seymour. Oh, that was a great one. I only ever saw the movie with Rick Moranis. I never, watched any of the live performances, but I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, but Little Shop of Horrors, that was one of those movies my sisters loved, too, growing up as a kid. So they would watch. I would have to watch it over and over again. Another one was 16 Candles with Molly Ringwald. I can't tell you how many times I watched that movie just because, my older sister would babysit us, and that's what she would want to watch, so we would have to watch it. Hey, Consolus. Yeah, we started yesterday, but I did a full 4 hours on stream yesterday. Jack Nicholson was in the original. Really? Really? Wow. That's crazy. Yep, we did a lot of fishing and stuff. Messed around with pit kilns. Tripped on some mushrooms. It was the good kind of a trip, not this kind of a trip that I just experienced. All right, well, that bear is probably still in the vicinity. Oh, there's a wolf. Wait, what's that? Oh, yay! I thought there was a mushroom there. Almost died because of a mushroom again, peoples. All right, where's my stuff? Where? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Hi there, bear, you scum. All right, so wait a second. There's still more of my stuff down there, isn't there? No, that's the mushroom that killed me. Oh, that's the mushroom that killed me. I think my sticks are down there, though. I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe not. Is this what I had? Why do they always mix up my hot bar? Yeah, this was kind of what we had. Okay, well, the shift button's still not working. That's going to cause me more problems. Oh, Lord. All right, let's get out of here. Let me see. First of all, hold on. Let's delete the evidence, because that's humiliating. And which direction are we going? To the south. Okay, let's turn in the right direction. Down we go. Bridge to the tree. I'm just going to run it. I think if I run, we'll be fine. Get hit from behind, we're screwed. I need to make some of that stupid, crappy armor, though. What's it called? Primitive armor or something? Alright, no more mushrooms, people. I swear if I see a mushroom, I'm just running past it. Oh, no, that's rocks. Alright, maybe we should get in the water. There could potentially be, ore spawns down here along the coast, right? Rarely. I have seen exposed ore before, in the sides, in rock like this. It's rare, but I have seen it. Look, there's quartz. It's not, I don't think it's totally crazy, though, to just kind of check things out here along the coast. Because that goes pretty deep, you know? Look at that. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's cracked granite. I thought it was something else. I mean, that goes deep, right? If we're talking Z levels, yeah, don't see a lot of fishes, do we? It sucks, too. I thought about that in the last stream. Despite the fact that they added a whole bunch of new species, they don't really populate the lakes that much. Alright, we're getting closer to home. Where are we? Yeah, we're almost home. Funny thing with armor is that while it defends you, it also makes you slower. That's true. Yeah, I'm not trying to outrun stuff typically. My go-to is to tower up, though, but sometimes I do try to outrun, like we just did there. Alright, so Doesn't look like there's any iron or copper sticking out of the walls there. Let's go home, check on our pit kilns. I do want to get this stream not dammed up necessarily, but I'd like to kind of guide the flow of it a little bit nicer. It's not super important right now, though, but maybe we can just do something. Because we are going to try and build, you know, what's it called? A water wheel here. I wonder if the blocks will dampen the sound. Is it bothering you, Mini Mongoose? It's pretty loud, I won't lie to you. It is definitely a loud thing. There's so many... Well, the ferns definitely don't seem to dampen it. The ferns only accentuate the noises, I think. Stupid ferns. This is cool. Actually, it kind of did seem like it was quiet there for a second. Okay, looking a little better. Maybe we should do something down at the bottom, too, where we have, like, a nice little pond, you know? Oh, that would be kind of cool, actually. I have to back it up a little bit. Maybe, do I have dirt? See, I could actually use part of this for our agriculture, too. Okay, so this is... I'm going to say we're not just doing this for aesthetic reasons. This is also for... We're going to set up our agriculture down here. We're going to make a little fake pond. I like this. All right, we got a project. Like I said, we're just waiting on our pit kilns. Once the pit kilns get done, we're going to pour us a pickaxe and go mining and stuff. But in the meantime, we're just waiting. But I appreciate everybody coming by. Thanks, Hey Life, for following the channel on Twitch, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button if you're watching me on YouTube. Subscribe. I'm going to be streaming again next week. Of course, we'll be doing more 1.2, and I might get back into the wilderness survival world, too. So I've actually got my schedule for next week pinned in chat, so check out. Can you fish the pond? I don't know, Rob. It's a good question. Now, it did say the patch notes, by the way. I'm going to link those for you guys. There's the 1.22 patch notes as of currently that we know, but it did specify that you don't have to see fish for them to be there. In other words, you can still fish and get food without actually visibly seeing fish. So possibly. Right now I'm just on a mission to eradicate all these ferns. Okay, that's better. Alright, so I think it's okay to have like our little canal bordered up with rammed earth, but if we're going to build up a fake pond of sorts, especially if I'm going to use it for gardening, we're going to need to use medium fertility soil. I don't think that's... I need more. Let's go, people. Let's get some soil. This is it. 1.22 is here, everybody, although it's not fully stable. Definitely encountering some bugs here and there, but overall, I mean, I haven't had any game crashes, so that's a good thing. Shoot, when I was streaming Cataclysm the other day, I had a game crash. Like I said, if something can go wrong, it typically will go wrong. Oh, Consolus, besides the rules on the top of the... Oh, you're talking about the top server, Consolus, I imagine? What the hell is this? Holy crap, I just found a ruin. Like a chest from a ruin under here. Well, that's bizarre. Are there ruins up here? Look at this. Oh, no way. I just got a blacksmithing. Wait, now my C button doesn't work. Oh, there it is. Where does this even go? Oh, there it goes. Okay, I got a... Why is that blue like that? Huh. Oh, okay, we can open our inventory. Hey, I got an iron freaking hammer. What? That's some heavy leather gloves. Oh, I see. When I pick up the item. Oh, it's blue because oh, that's new. I see. So it tells me where it goes. Oh, that's super helpful. What the hell, man? Free iron hammer? Just here in a chest full of rubble. Is anything below it? That was crazy. I've never seen anything like that outside of like the ruins mod. Yeah, there must be some sort of underground ruin here, partially exposed. Wicked. Alright, well, we have bad luck and we have good luck, you know? It's the duality of existence here. Can you see the recipes for the water wheel? I sure will show you. There's not a lot to it right now. I think they're telling us that the water wheel still does need work as well, but hold on. Let me show you here, buddy. Let's get back up here. Alright, so we want to look at the wheels, so we're going to look up wheel. So under wheel, the only option is this small water wheel. These things that are wagon wheels, this is like that just debris or clutter that you see in ruins and stuff. So the small water wheel is the only thing available currently, and you make that by hammering out 2 small 4-way hubs. And then constructing a water wheel is a multi-step process. You will first smith the 4-way hubs. They must be iron or better. So you got to be in the Iron Age. And fit them to a regular axle. From there, follow the tooltips. You will need beams, boards, nails and strips, and resin. So it's kind of like assembling a boat in the sense, you know how when you assemble the boat, you first lay the rollers down, and then as you look at that, it like shows you what you need to build next. I have a feeling that's kind of how this is. We could go into, you know, I'm not totally against going into creative mode at some point and maybe just pulling one of these out and seeing how it works a little bit. But yeah, you definitely need to be in the Iron Age and probably not only have, like you say, flax, but resin. And of course, another important thing to note is water wheels must be placed above specific rapidly flowing water. So there is a new water source block for anybody who missed this yesterday. You've got salt water, still water, boiling water, and now we have rapidly flowing water in the game. These cannot be created by the player. That's specifically mentioned in the patch notes. You have to find these naturally occurring. And that's what this is. That's why we settled here. There is a distinct difference too. If I were to set down a regular water source next to this, you would see a difference in color. There's also a difference in flow, of course, and in sound. I don't know how I like this, but just kind of defining a loose boundary for it now. I might tighten it up even more here. Yeah, I do need to bring this over, don't I? It's just spilling out of everywhere. Okay. Not really working. We'll get there. There we go. Gotta contain this beast here. This natural force. You guys ever watch those videos of like tsunamis like filling up a bay really quick? It's tragic but also fascinating. Really, really scary just how quickly like water can build up. Flash floods and all that. Terrifying. Alright. Up one. We need to get some more dirt. Well, I kind of built my pond a little off-centered here, didn't I? I had to get that dirt out of there tomorrow. Hold on. Pit kilns are still going. The windmills can burn out. It's not necessarily the windmills, but the gears themselves, the real big barn. Yeah. So one of the things the patch notes mention, and by the way, there's the patch notes if anybody wants to read them, is if you up gear, so to speak, so if you gear up 3 times for your setup, whether it be water wheel or the windmill, your stuff can catch fire. Friction does exist in the game now, but currently it just says that it will smoke. So if I were to get a bunch of gears right now together and we were to try it, it wouldn't actually set fire right now, but it would just smoke. But eventually, once the 1.22 fully comes out in stable form, things will burn. Yeah, your gear stuff will burn if it's too up-geared, as they call it. And that'll be interesting to see, because I know there's a couple of really great mods that I've played with in the past that kind of, boost your windmill stuff. And man, oh man, I've looked at some of those before and thought to myself, I can't believe those things aren't catching fire. Oops. Okay, there's all the copper we have in the world right now, people. Where's my flint? Did I put all my flint away? Alright, so I do have some clothing on me. Oh my god, this is going to kill me. I might have to restart the game just to see if I can get this glitch fixed here. Alright, so I've still got a bit of food. We don't have enough for a backpack yet. We need to get some more flax, no doubt about it, but did I throw my flint? Oh, I bet you I didn't. I failed to pick it up probably when I died back there. Yeah, I think I left my flint. Oh, you know what I just realized? I left an entire basket behind. Oh, crap. What else was in it? Oopsie. Well, I guess I lost some flint, but I gained an iron hammer, so I can't be complaining too much, but yeah, I don't have an axe anymore, so we'll need to go out and get flint tomorrow. Gosh darn it. Maybe there's some down here. Could use a shovel right now. So many ferns. People have mentioned, too, that I can actually use any kind of stone. It doesn't have to be flint, which is true and something I forgot about, but apparently flint is better terms of its durability, I think. But how does it work, though? Oh, there it is. Let's do the granite shovel. Just knock this out real quick so we can get that charcoal exhumed. Yeah, the need for my copper just halved, for sure. Thanks to that hammer. Alright, beautiful. Let's go get that charcoal dug out. Yeah, it's very loud. The water is pretty loud. In hindsight, if I could, I would probably settle in a slightly different location. But what are you going to do? Alright. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming by. We had some issues early on with the stream, but I think we're settled now. You can use any kind of hard stone, certain soft stones like chalk or sandstone. Oh, okay, well, that's a good point, yeah. Yeah, Dawn makes a great point. There's so many different kinds of stone in this game. You got to be careful when you make a statement like all stone or something like that. Same with mushrooms. Like if I were to say all mushrooms are delicious to eat, that would be wrong. That would be an inaccurate statement. Don't want to tell people that. I could say all mushrooms cause you to hallucinate. Now, what is it, just 8 new kinds? There's like 8 new kinds of mushrooms, guys. Maybe we'll just abandon all other progress and just go out on a constant mushroom hunt. Let's see. I think it's aligned to metamorphic and igneous, disallowing sedimentary. Well, that's racist. Talc knife kills slowly. That's hilarious. Very slow. It's like being killed with a dull spoon or something. All right. Well, we've got 30 delicious pieces of charcoal. My shovel's about to break again. Just put this in the corner by the Walter. Good. Okay. It's a goodly amount. Alright, what the hell's going on with this stupid pit kilns. I think we'll just go to sleep because in the morning the pit kiln should be nice and ready. Okay, let's grab that. Turn that into that. Oh my god, it won't even let, like, the shift button. Is the shift button broken? I'm not sure what's going on here. Alright, either way. Enough complaining. Yeah, that is weird. Did I... It does work when I sprint. Huh. I'm not sure what's going on. I hate these stupid little issues constantly. Alright. Let's go to sleep. Antifreeze is delicious. Bravest to try it. There's some new fishes. Wait, are some of the new fishes angry? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm angry. I'm angry that I didn't find the right mushrooms yesterday. Alright, let's go outside. Wait, is that the door? Yeah. Alright. Hey, Crucible's ready. We've done it. And I have a crock pot for later. Okay, we'll put you there. Crucible. Yeah, we'll just do it right here, I guess. No, let's go outside and do this. So. Alright, where do we put ya? Maybe right here is fine. Okay, Crucible. Windows Trace right up to the number 20, whatever that is in Spanish, I don't know. Alright, boom. Pink. And should be enough. Now, oh, it didn't work, did it? No, wait a second. Hold on a second. Okay, it just hit shift and it put it up here. Oh, it should have gone in there, but it was probably because of the wood. I don't know what's going on. Oh, well. Let's see if this works. Is this going to light? Yes, good. That lit. Beautiful. All right, this wood is probably too close. That's going to catch on fire. Oops, I just fell in. Wait, I just realized, is this too close? Let's build that up a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, so that's good, that's good. Now, let's put this away a little bit farther off. Okie dokie. So what's sitting here? That's the prospecting pick mold. That's the wrong mold. What we want is this one. Yeah, I don't really need my hammer mold, ever. That's a useless mold. Let's get these pit kilns filled up with some more stuff, though, while we wait for their crucible. Also, a new big change. New big change, guys. Tongs now have durability. And there's a whole different... You can make tongs out of every kind of metal now, too. So, big changes, people. Yeah, 1.22. There's a lot going on with this one. Right there. It's not going to catch, is it? That might be too close. Actually, now I'm paranoid about everything catching on fire. So... let's put you right there. That's fine enough. Where we get the iron hammer? What's up, Big Kenny? How you doing, buddy? I'm glad you can make it. Oh, my game just crashed. I just got a crash report. Okay, hold on. Yep. Oh, we were talking earlier about not having game crashes, but it just crashed. All right, I'm loading back. OBS should pick it up here momentarily. There it is. Are fire pits able to cause fires? Yeah, they can spread fire. Depends on if you've got that turned on in your world. It is a world setting if fires can spread. Huh. It rewound us a little bit, but... was it? Yeah, it definitely crashed when I touched the Crucible. I hope that's not going to cause us issues here. Well, sorry about that, Kenny. I got cut off there. Yeah, Kenny, there was I don't know. I was over here. I've never seen anything like this, but I was over here clearing out a bunch of, ferns and crap, which are still plaguing me. But we discovered a tiny little chest right here, bro. So there's got to be like a hidden ruin under here. There's just one chest right there. And it wasn't like a full chest. It was like a broken treasure chest. It had some clothing. So I got this apron, I got this shirt, and it had an iron hammer in it too. Craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't have the Better Ruins mod installed, so I'm not sure where that came from. Okay, I didn't get my pick mold out yet. It got reset. Yeah, craziness. It's funny because we've had some really nasty luck in today's stream. What happened? Where did that mold go? Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, we've had some bad luck, but we've also had some incredible luck, too. Yeah, I've never seen that outside of, like, the Better Ruins mod, really, which we don't have installed, of course. All right, so, very weird. Oh, my God, it just crashed again. Okay, so something's up with the Crucible. Yeah, I'm getting hard crashes to the desktop every time I touch the Crucible. Well, we knew it would happen. This is a part of playing the pre-release. Boom, boom, boom. So, I think what we'll do then is probably just go into creative mode and grab a copper pickaxe. Because it's just going to keep hard crashing every time I do that. I wonder if it's going to do that with every Crucible I try and pick up. Because that'll suck, Huh. Damn. That's kind of a nasty bug right there. Well. Because, like, if I make a pickaxe right now, which I'm not totally against, if we need to, we'll do that, but then I use that pickaxe to go get more copper, and guess what? I've got to come right back here and smelt it. So, I think it's the hot Crucible. It's only doing it when it was lit up, when I was over here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Temperature reworks. Yeah. And people have mentioned picking up a heated Crucible was causing crashes. Ouch. That really sucks. Huh. Well, what should we do then? I feel like it's almost pointless to try and go through the metal progression then if the Crucible is... Is that a... What the fuck is sitting right there? God damn it! Hey, love me. Ugly little wolf. He's right outside my home. Oh. No, I'm thinking maybe we should just, like, let's spawn in some of the stuff for the water wheel then. And maybe we should just mess around with that. See if we can just play with building the water wheel. Or we could get into the quenching and tempering. I could spawn in some iron tools. And we could just play around with that. What do you guys... I think I doubled up my clay at some point with that crashing. Because I did not have this much clay. Yeah. Oh, and now shift is working. Okay, so what do you guys think? You want to play with the water wheel? Oh, yeah, I have an extra pair of tongs now, too. Everything doubled up. Weird. Yeah, it's all kinds of buggy here. Let's get some food going, too, though. As I am out. We can cook up our very first pot of grain. Porridge. Let's grab that. 4 days. Do that. And maybe that. Hey, what's going on, Hera HG? How are you? Welcome to the stream. First time catching me live. Well, that's awesome, buddy. Appreciate you. Glad you could make it by. We are currently playing the new 1.22 update. Of course, it is the pre-release unstable version, and we have had some issues with it, no doubt about it. In fact, we just had a couple of crashes for sure. Yeah, we've had 2 bugs so far. Yeah, 2 big ones. But do you vote mushrooms and water wheel? Okay, that's a good one. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, we'll mess with the water wheel. Let's see. It's early enough. Yeah, let's get out there after we light this up. Oh, I have to go outside. I'm going to get killed by a wolf. I'm going to spawn in some steel armor and just go murdering everything around me. Oh, I think I lost the iron hammer. Yeah, remember I had it hung up here. Now it's gone. Oh, God. Yeah, the chest is gone. Oh, okay, great. All the good luck is just drained away. God damn it. All right, well, we've got 2 sets of tongs and no hammer now. That's boo. But I guess we can just pull one out of, what's it called? All right. Let's do this. See how things go. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that was the worst trade ever. If we're going into creative real quick, there's something I'm going to do just to make our lives a little bit easier. Let's grab a leather backpack or 2 because I'm tired of dealing with this lack of space. All right. And we want a wheel. Boom. We've got the water wheel. It did say that we needed boards. Just grab oak. I think one thing that it needs to be is all the wood types need to be the same. So if we do make any other special stuff. Now it said resin. Just grab a stack of that. I can't remember what else it said. Oh, hold on. Alright, which one of these is empty? Boom. Just make our lives a little bit easier here, not having to juggle around full inventory constantly. Alright. And if we go in and we'll just look up the word wheel again, because it kind of tells us. Nails and strips. Beams. Beams, boards, nails, and strips. So we want oak beam. Ooh, look at these. Oak shingle beams. Not bad. That's new. Oak. And nails and strips. Should we go fancy and use steel? I mean, hell, we're just grabbing stuff out of creative. We might as well go with steel. Alright, that should be enough. Okay. Let's do it. I always feel like a bandit raiding the cupboard whenever I go into creative. Okay, here we go, people. Let's experiment here. See how this works. Oh. I do not think that's correct. You know what else? Hold on. We do need a pickaxe. Now, since my Crucible was broken, completely bugged out, we'll just go with this right here. Oh, I'm in creative. God damn it, I just broke it. Okay. Grab it. Good. So you have to kind of face. Oh, well, that's weird. Is that the way it's supposed to go? So I'm going to break with the pickaxe very well. So if I turn like this, okay, that's probably right. So then it said if you, the tooltip should tell you what else. Suitable power source blocks nearby, 0. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. It says suitable power source blocks nearby, 0. Let's see. Let's grab some actual building materials here real quick. Goes like that. So... does it need to be directly above this source, maybe? The actual source block? Yeah, I'm thinking you're right. It's probably not the stream, but the source. Which is right there. I need a shovel, goddamn. I don't have any flint. Alright, in we go. Let's raid the cabinet once again for a shovel. I'm just going to grab copper. So otherwise I feel like I'm cheating. I literally am. Thanks for sacrificing your sanity on bringing us this lovely 1.22 content. No problem, buddy. Today has been a little bit stressful, but just mainly because of the stream issues earlier. Steel shovel, come on. Yeah, this one will probably break and I'll just have to grab a new one. But no, I appreciate everybody coming by too, hanging out with me today. Okay, well that's not right. Finished block is likely a 3x3 structure. I think you're probably right. So, in other words, I probably need to place it like above, don't I? Maybe like this. And it keeps going in sideways. It's weird. It's weird like that. Well, it says suitable power source block nearby. I think it needs to be up another one. Let's go up again. One block to the left or right of the moving water. Oh. Wait. Right on the side. Perpendicular. So, you're saying like this? But turned? I think I'm confused. On the dirt. Oh, okay, directly next to it. Like that? Yeah, that's not working. I think it needs to be up higher, maybe. Far up. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think we need to go up a little bit higher. Maybe if I dig this out now. Still shows suitable power block sources nearby as 0. Just give it lots of space. Also, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a couple of them so that we can try them in different locations here. Just grab a few of those. I have to constantly keep breaking them back and forth. Alright, what's the thing you can do with the beehive stone coffins? Oh, that's that's really smart. Oh, it just crashed my game. I just tried to shift right click like you suggested, Cutter. Not your fault. It's not your fault. It's the patch. And it caused me to crash. I just shift right clicked and I crashed on it. See an outline of what? Yeah, that might be the way to go. I was thinking more. No, you didn't ruin a Cotter, Jay. No. I think your suggestion was pretty smart. And might be the reason we crashed is because it's not fully implemented or it's still just buggy, you know? That's interesting. You know, my thought was, you know how when you build the sailboat, first you put down the rollers, and then like the tooltip will show you what you need to put next. So it'll show you like 3 pieces of rope, 3 beams or whatever. That's kind of how I thought it would be. But then when you look at it, there's no tooltip. But what's weird is it even mentions the tooltip. Water wheels must be placed above specific rapidly flowing water blocks. These blocks are created right now. No. You will need beams, which all wooden parts must be the same type of wood. No, it actually doesn't mention the tooltip. I was mistaken. I guess in my head I thought it mentioned it, because that's what I thought it was. Huh. I wager it needs a power source under it to properly trigger, if that's the intent. What do you mean? You mean it needs to be closer? Let's try. Oh, see, whenever I right-click on it at all, that time I just had some boards in my hand. I've got like 6 different crash reports open now. Okay, so that hard crashed again. Just right-clicking on it with boards in my hand caused it to hard crash. So I don't think that the water wheel is like functional at all. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll keep trying to place it a little bit. Maybe if we can get it in the right spot, it won't hard crash or something. I don't know. Even when I just right-clicked on it, it hard crashed. Let's put it like in the water. No? Any other suggestions? What do you guys think? Try assembling one without worrying about the water. Oh, okay. Well, that's the thing is I don't know how to assemble it necessarily. So if I were just... Oh, shit. God damn you, wolf. Get out of here. We're doing science. So if I just was like to do this, to start like building one up here, I have a feeling it's still going to crash. So I'm not sure what's next, but let's say we need resin. So I'm going to right click it, hard crash, error report pops up. I was with resin in my hand. So yeah, I think it's just going to be totally bugged out. Because, I mean, even if it's not detecting the power source, we should be able to like add stuff to it maybe. I don't know. Other YouTubers have said they hold control. Also, sure, I'll try control. All right, so I'm going to hold control and right click, hard crash. Hard crash. Yeah, that one didn't work, unfortunately. But it was worth a try. Worth a try. Can you spawn in a bunch moving river sources? No, Cotter J, that's a good question. But the patch notes, which, by the way, if anybody's interested, there's the patch notes in chat right there. The patch notes explicitly state that you cannot create, the player cannot create these rapid water sources like we've got here. Don't worry, Gabriel. You don't have to apologize, buddy. No problem. I'm up for trying anything today. Just trying to get it to work. Well, it doesn't appear like we're going to be able to successfully mess around with that. Maybe we'll just spawn in some iron tools and do some quenching and tempering. Wait, even in creative? Well, we can try in creative. I have a feeling it's not going to be any different. But all right, so we're going to go into creative. I haven't tried it in creative yet, though, so we'll see what happens. I don't like windmills. Too much of a hassle to set up aesthetically and functioning in survival. For my taste, I hope water wheels are easier. Yeah, so far, not working. But we are definitely still in the early stages of 1.22. So I just right-clicked it, by the way, in creative, and I still crashed. But yeah, water wheels could be a lot of fun. I think, you know, the ability to mix and match, to do one or the other is going to be so great. I would still like to see it one block above 3. What does that mean, Don? I don't understand. Would still like to see it one block above 3 running waters. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't follow. Fishing is good, actually. Fishing works. Let's do a little fishing just to show it off here. Looks like Adrian hasn't seen it yet, so we'll take a brief pause to do some fishing. Absolutely. So, because that's one thing that we've been able to... Oh, goddammit. We've been able to successfully do is fish without worry. There hasn't been any bugs other than the worms themselves. But no, we haven't had any issues fishing. So we're going to grab our fishing pole, but of course we need bait for it. So we're going to take our worm grunting stick, and that's going to get us the bait that we need. Did I not get this food lit up? No, I didn't. Hold on, let me light my food real quick. Don't want us to starve. Do I have any servers? No, currently I don't have a private server going. I have in the past, gluten, but currently me and my community, which is my Patreon community too, by the way. My servers are always private for my Patreon supporters, but we are going to be joining the public top server. So the Vintage Story developers have their own official server. It's the top server. It's a vanilla server, but they're planning on doing a full world restart coming up in a little while, like probably at the end of February is what they've said on Discord. And when that happens, my group, myself, and some of my other Patreons, hopefully as many as we can get, will we'll be joining the top server day one, and we're going to be establishing a little community. Because the cool thing is, like, they don't reset the top server more than every couple of years, essentially. So we're going to be building, putting some time into making some nice chiseling, some building and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun, but yeah. And I definitely encourage anybody who'd like to support the channel, join the Patreon. $2, $5, or $10, all tiers open the same benefit. So it's just whatever you want to, support the channel with. But that gets you access to the Discord server. And we got a lot of members in chat right now, in fact. All right, so we got some worms. Grunting stick is so cool, Cottage. Yeah, I know, I love it too. I made a bunch of shorts on yesterday's live stream, and there's like 3 of them revolve around the grunting stick. But it did break. That was a wormy block. It had like 8 worms come out of it. Yeah, but all right, let's go down to the water's edge. Now, again, it says that we don't actually have to see fish, but I'd kind of like to maybe see if we can fish up something that we can actually see too. Oh, by the way, guys, here's my Patreon link. If anybody does want to support the channel, like I said, no pressure, but I appreciate all my Patreons very much. Okay, let's not kill ourselves. Now, one thing I noticed too, and maybe this is something they'll change here going forward. We got Pete right here, and I didn't even mark this. Pete. Yeah, one thing I've noticed is that my worm that I have on this has not gone bad. So once it's on the pole, like the countdown timer for it to rot is like suspended. So you can keep an infinite worm if you want, but I wonder if blocks have a higher worm count during after rain. It's a good question. Would be cool if worms surface after the rain on their own. Yeah. Well, making the grunting stick that we just saw is a simple recipe. It's literally just a regular stick and a knife. And then you just take that grunting stick with another stick and put it in your offhand, and boom, you're grunting yourself crazy. It's happening, people. Pet worms. That's right. All right, let's do some fishing. Right click. Now we just watch the bobber. As soon as the bobber out there makes a little splash, I'm going to right click again, and hopefully we'll get a fish. Use the grunter on various things, maybe worms or everything. Try it on some clay worms. Oh, that'd be awesome if they added whales. I mean, did I miss it? It's not coming. What happened? All right, let's try again. It does say that if you don't see fish, you can still catch them, but it's going to be harder. It might take longer too. Drifter worms. Oh, that would be cool if they added some sort of worm, kind of like the dune sandworms almost, like large, crazy worm-like creatures. That would be wild. What if they tore up the world too? You could just act like a worm boss that spawns in, and it will tear holes through your hills and stuff. That'd be kind of crazy. Maybe not as a reoccurring thing, but a one-time high-level boss. Okay, we're not getting any luck. What's going on? Let's move. This is a deep pool. There's no fish in here. Let's try a look at this spot. Still baited. Maybe the worm did go bad on the hook. The maw. That's right, the maw. That's what it looked like, wasn't it? Is it just one for the fishing pole for? What do you mean? Is it just one fishing pole for now? Oh, you mean there's only one variety? No, there's actually two, but they're functionally identical. The only difference is one of them's made of bamboo and one of them's made of sticks. So you can get a stick one, or like we've got, or you can go to the south, and if you can find some bamboo, you can make that. But those are the only two variants. Yeah. And like I say, functionally, they're the same. Let's see, oh man, terraforming bosses would be such a risk reward if they add to the game. Yeah, it'd be so cool to see the effect that they had on the world, but losing half your base would be devastating. True. That's why I was thinking like a one-time like final boss that maybe only you can summon it, kind of like Terraria. If you've ever played that, like you can summon the bosses. They won't necessarily spawn on their own. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I could come up with ideas for bosses for this game all day. But all right, we're not having any luck there. Actually, I got an idea. Let's test out what happens if I just run. Do we have an infinitely long? I'm gonna hard crash my game again here, people. Oh, another thing I want to do is fill this up. All right. That way, if we get any fish, they'll pop into our hot bar. Yeah, I'm still pulling the line. All right, let's retract it. There's no fish out here, man. It almost... Oh, I was going to say, it almost feels like the hook is not baited. Now it's not. Huh. Could set it up to have a fixed range, like the devastation. Yeah. That would be interesting. Wait, did I lose the bait again? Hold on. I'm doing this all wrong. So we'll bait the hook. Wait. All right. The hook's already baited. Let's cast. Yeah, and in Dune, too, remember, you can, like, guide the worms or lure the worms with those thumpers because they're lured to, like, vibrations. So maybe you could do that with the boss in game, too. Like, to lure it away from your base, you have to construct, like, a thumper effectively or something. And then you could, keep it from destroying your hard work. That would be fun. Like you say, it gives you, like, 2 or 3 days of in-game notice. Man, this fishing is not working. Hold on, let's keep going. We're not giving up. It is baited. We caught so many fish yesterday. And today it's failing. I think my world's been corrupted. With a very obvious type of block, it resides in like churned sand. That's a good idea or something, so you don't go making bases on her straight up. Yeah. Look at the deer. He's Jesus. It's the Jesus of all deers. Just walking. Oh, he sunk. Goodbye. Kraken would be cool. Oh, God, I thought that was a fish. There's deer in the water. I think my world might be bugged out or something. I'm not sure what's going on. Hello? There's just nothing. Let's go swimming. Maybe if we can see some fish, I'll pop out and we'll try fishing. Oh, Jesus, dear. Kraken would be awesome. Maybe, hey, if I could fish up a deer, I would be very happy. I don't see any fishies. We'll keep trying. You may have depleted the lake. This is such a big lake. But you're right, Tom. That's possible, too. It does say that. You can deplete your lake or your body of water. But I can't believe only what? I mean, I caught a lot of fish yesterday, but it wasn't. Maybe it was enough. They have said in the patch notes that it's just going to be very unbalanced for right now, so... Maybe like fishing up 600 different fish is enough. Yeah, that's how we've basically fed ourselves. We need more mounts or pets in this game. I agree. There's some really great mods that add like flying mounts and even horses to the game. Really big fan of the Draconis mods. I think they'll add chumming to the water. 10 fish in this lake seems chintzy. Yeah, it does. Well, there are other lakes near us. In fact, there's one right behind me. Let's go to this one. I mean, effectively, if you're new and you haven't seen the fishing yet, you've seen it. You just haven't seen me catch anything. But there's not much more to it, to be honest. You just right click once you get a bite and boom, you get a fish instantly. It's a little bit too easy, I would almost. Well, now it's too difficult because nothing is biting, but. Alright, new lake. Nope, there's no bait on my hook. Okay, now there is. They're just smart enough to ignore the juicy worms. Yeah, it specifies too, I think in the patch notes, that some fish will be, only certain fish will be attracted to certain baits. Maybe there are fish in the lake, but they're just too picky to eat the worms. You know what I'm saying? They'll only go for like the stink bait or whatever. Still just bobbing. Fascinating. Okay, still shows the worm. This is an entirely different lake, too. Let's get stinky then. Yeah, we should just go into... I think I might have caught all the worm fishes. Alright, here's what we'll do. First of all... Oh, no! Let's get some light on the subject here. You gonna follow me, piglet? Get away from me. Get out of there. You can't come between me and my fish. Alright, let's put a block. Or a torch, I mean. Get out of here, pig. Alright, we're gonna go into creative. Stink. What kind do we want? What flavor should we go with? Let's just do the red meat for now. Okay. Yeah, it could also be bugged too. I've also crashed this world now like 6 different times, so we might be like, I don't know, there might be some issue with the world file now. I don't know. All right, let's see. How do I unbait something? Okay, that still shows the worm on it. Let's just give it a cast here till it goes away. Taming wolf at 10 plus generation can be used like a dog. Yeah, no, there is a wolf taming mod, but, well, it's a dog. You don't actually tame the wolves. No, you got to buy the dogs from the traders and stuff. Did I see it? No. Oh, wait, I'm in creative still. All right. Now the question is, how do you get the bait off the hook? Hey, what's going on there, Zelfer? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for dropping by the stream. Hello, hello, everybody. Having a little 1.22 preview. Going pretty good. We had some hiccups with the stream early on, but we're getting through things. We're experiencing a lot more bugs today than we did yesterday. Yeah, I've had several hard crashes. Apparently, there's an issue with the Crucible. I tried to melt some copper to pour, and make a pickaxe, but every time I touched the hot Crucible, my game just hard crashed to desktop. Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but we expected it. This is a pre-release unstable version. No, look, it says live worm. I just put stink bait on there. Yeah, I think fishing might be buggy too. Or again, maybe it's my world right now. This is unfortunate though. I've always wondered if Tyron paid primitive survival for the worms and the grunting. Yeah, it's very similar, isn't it, to their mechanic. Was his code they used? Oh, was it? Maybe put in the crafting. That's a good idea. No. Well, now it shows it has no bait. So I'm going to take the stink bait and apply it. Okay, now it shows red stink bait. So this is a brand new type of bait. And I can't barely see the hook or the bobber. I'm going to keep my eyes on the screen for a minute or two just to see if it splashes. I think the fish have gone extinct. I think we might be living through the 6th great extinction on this planet. The only thing left are seraphs and wolves and bears. Oh, that's a question, was it? Oh, my bad. Sorry, I didn't read it properly. Yeah, no, we're not getting any bites here, people. Oh, look, and it's changed the bait again. Now it says live worm. Yeah, there's something going on. We're having some issues. Little bugs, little bugs. Okay, where the hell am I? Well, I guess all that's left right now is to spawn in some iron stuff and a forge with a barrel and see if we can do some tempering. You guys want to try that? Let's see, let's get back home. Stink bug stinking up the place. Seraph wolves and bears, oh my. Let me try it over here with the stink bait, actually. Oh, never mind. I heard a wolf just growl at me or something. Oh, man. Oh, you know what I just thought about? I'm just going to go into creative mode and grab some mushrooms. Some of the psychedelic ones. Why search the world? Boom. Yeah, I think next week, since we're having so many issues with bugs and hard crashing, I think what we'll do is we'll probably go back to the Wilderness Survival, which is the previous version. So it's not the 1.22, but it's the more challenging world where I don't have the map and stuff. So we'll probably go back to Wilderness Survival next week, unless there's like a couple of new patches or something. So in other words, if they release like 1.22.2, you know, and we get another pre-release, but with the bugs worked out, some of the bugs, yeah, maybe we'll bump it in. And definitely if they like release a new version and they're like the rivers are in it or dungeons are here now, then we'll definitely be starting a new world and trying it out. But yeah, let's see. Because worlds like this, when we're playing in these unstable patches, they're not really for serious progression. You know, it's just for testing things out and trying out some of the new mechanics and stuff. So first things first, we're not going to be using pit kilns anymore, so let's just clear these so we have extra space. Did you find any of the new traders? Yes. Yes, we did. Just one. But, and I made a short out of it too. I actually have a quick little 30-second clip of it on my YouTube channel. But it was in yesterday's VOD as too, if you're interested, if anybody's interested in that. But, alright, so let me get rid of some crap here that we aren't going to need. I think that fishing pole might be bugged. Okay, we're going to do some tempering, folks. But we need ferrous items, in other words, iron, meteoric iron and stuff. Right, let's make sure our bellies are full. Oh, it's too hot. Uh-oh. Hold on. I got some tongs just for that reason. This is the silliest thing. Can't touch that hot bowl. Alright, we'll let that cool off. So, a couple of things we're going to need here. Let's go in. We are going to need some fire clay, just because we're going to want to test that out and see how that works. We're going to need a bucket. We're going to need a barrel. Huh. Large barrels? I've never seen... Oh, that's clutter. Where? There it is. Now, what else are we going to need here? I guess iron stuff. So let's grab iron tools. We'll start with the forks. And we'll grab a hammer, too, to replace the one that was so harshly stolen from me. We'll try a knife, too. That's a tool slash thing. Your wilderness map made me think of something. Is there such a thing as cartography mod? Yes, there is. Where you have to draw the map of the world yourself. Oh, not exactly like that. No, not quite. Could you even make it harder by needing to make the ink too? It's similar to what you're saying. I do have a mod installed which allows you to make a map. It's similar to what you're describing, but very different too. It's not exactly like that. I like what your idea is. That what you're talking about is more reminiscent of the Long Dark, which is a really fun survival and adventure game. But there's no map unless you make it yourself. You literally have to like take charcoal out of fires and move to different places and like just literally draw the map. What's going on here? There we go. Alright, so pour some water in there. I guess I could just use a source block for this, but I feel the barrel is more... Why is it taking so long? So wait a second. Oh, I'm not doing this right. Okay. I've forgotten how the water mechanics work, apparently. Been a while. There we go. Alright, we're almost full. Bing. Good. Put that down. Good. And I've got an extra barrel for no reason. Okay, so how does this work? How do you apply mud or clay to the blade, actually? Wait a second. Do we do it to the naked blade or to the completed thing? Well, first of all, we don't have a forge yet, so let's get a forge. Something. All right. Forge. Whoa. Oh, it looks different. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense because now it has to accommodate, like, whole tools and stuff. I'll put you right there. Yeah, look. It's got, like, an open front to it now. Huh. That's interesting. Actually, let me grab one of those. Some charcoal. All right. Yeah, heat it first. That's a smart idea. Smart. So, can't put the whole tool in there. Where's my torches? Let me grab some light here real quick. I think we're going to need to just use the blade, not the actual tool. Look at the recipe for bellows. Sure. Okay, hold on. Let's grab just the blades, just the head. See, it says quenchable and temperable there in the tooltip. I think we have to just be working with the head and not the actual finished product. But we'll keep this to compare. We'll see, like, we'll compare and contrast. Alright, so you want to look up the bellows. Small bellows, large bellows, or the crude height bellows. Okay. I think it has to be the raw tool head since it hasn't been finished. Yeah, I think you're right. So here's some crude bellows. Looks like you're going to need a pelt with a couple of ropes and sticks. And then there's the small bellows, which is going to take leather, nails and strips, and boards. And then the large one, which is just more of the same. Yeah, that's cool. I remember reading about that, but I forgot about the bellows being included. I wonder if we're going to need that. Yeah. So can I show the recipe for the new rotor? Sure. Here, Gross. I think this is what you're talking about, the water wheel rotor. So here's the recipe. You got to build 2 of these small 4-way steel hubs, then attach it to the axle with the hammer. These right here take 3 ingots or 2 plates on an anvil. We were trying to mess with this earlier. I I pulled one of these out in creative mode and we were placing it, trying to get it to work, but it kept crashing the game. Every time I right clicked on this to like add boards to it or something, it just hard crashed to desktop. So the water wheel, as far as I can see, and the little bit of experimentation we've done in today's live stream, simply does not function right now. In fact, it doesn't work at all. It completely hard crashes. But again, maybe other people have had better luck. I don't know. But that's just the nature of playing on the unstable version here. Let's pull out one of these new lanterns. These things actually look pretty cool. Did you guys see these lanterns? Look at that. Oh, look how it connects too. That looks really nice. And it takes up only 1/4 of the block. Yeah, that's cool. As compared to the big lanterns. Now, these only give out 18 light, if we look at it. Yeah, this only gives out a light level of 18, whereas the normal lanterns that you're familiar with to the vanilla game are 20. But they have changed the recipe now for the regular lantern. So if we go to one of these old school large lanterns, they now take nails and strips. Check that out. So a little bit of lantern tweaking going on here, guys. Oh, you know what? Hold on a minute. Let's look at mushrooms. I'm obsessed. Look at all the mushrooms. How many are there? Two. I'm not going to count them all, but there's a lot of mush here, people. The Cree Bellow could be a pre-leather production, no lime, no quality bellow. Yeah, I think that's what that's for. Yeah. I've yet to find limestone. It can be tough, but once you do find limestone in your game, you're pretty much good to go. So we know that the wavy cap would make us trip out. So we'll grab a stack of those. What? Sickener. Liberty cap. Laughing Jim. So I don't know which ones are new necessarily. I know that the wavy cap is, because that's what we've already tried. I feel like all the new ones are at the end, but I don't know if that's the case. I had the opposite problem. You find lime all the time, but never borax. Waves for the intermission. Huh? Waves for the intermission. Blue Meanie. Great mushroom name. I like the sickener here. Laughing Jim. So I've seen Witch's Hat. I've seen that before. Gold drop. No, okay, enough playing around with those. Let's get back to... We'll eat some mushrooms later. I just pulled out a whole stack of wavy caps. We will try those later. Alright, we got some light kicking. These things are still burning. Did they add hallucinations to the old ones that are also hallucinations? I don't know about that, Bray Sniper. That's a really good question, which I'm not 100% sure on. Like the fly agaric, isn't that like a one that you can trip on? Okay, I got a doctor appointment to head to. All right, buddy. Well, thank you, my friend Don. It was great hanging out with you again today. Hope you have a good luck with your doctor's appointment. Tower up and aim us at the mountain when you go to retake a few waves. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Rod. I understand. All right, so, is it raining? Oh, crap, it's raining. This might cause us some problems. All right, just put a crappy little roof on these guys. All right, so we're just trying to like experiment with the new quenching and tempering here. So I just want to kind of see how this works. You think the hallucinogenic mushroom soup would be called ayahuasca? I'm not sure. We will definitely eat some of the mushrooms today before we close out the stream, though. All right, let's see here. It feels like it's definitely taking longer for these to heat up. Doesn't it feel like that? It's also showing me how much fuel. Yeah, just how much fuel is left. I like that. So the temperature's not going above 750. Huh. Why is that? Oh, well, it went down a little bit, but then it went right back up to 750. Is that the temperature? That's the temperable temperature. It did say fuel type matters more. Oh, the bellows. I bet you're 100% right. Yep, I bet you it's the bellows. Alright, we'll just grab... Screw it, we'll grab the large bellow. We'll see what happens with that. I bet you that's it. How does that work? That's not what I wanted. Oh! Did it just kind of fit right in there? Oh! That did it! Look at that! Oh, it actually glows a little brighter and stuff too. Oh, that is nice. Oh yeah, we're up to over 1,000 degrees. Let's test the primitive bellow real quick. Let's see. So that's the end game bellow right there. That's like the good bellow. Let's try the crappy, crude hide bellow and see how that does. It looks pretty crappy. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's doing it. Wait, where's the... Oh, I took it out by accident. All right, let's let that get up to 750C. New forging mechanics. Yeah, buddy. We're also going to try the tempering and the quenching, too, which are also new additions to the game as well. But this is awesome. Yeah, good call on the bellows, Justin. And it's silver. You guys mentioned that. Good job. Good job. So, look, it's going down. Temperature is rapidly dropping. I like this, though. Very realistic. I gotta say, I don't see a huge difference between large. I mean, we got this one up to a good temperature pretty quickly, right? Yeah, you can make your blades stronger or sharper. So you can give them a durability bonus or you can give them an attack power bonus. That's the difference. And there's two different procedures for that. So, alright, let's see if we just temper this. Control. It's supposed to show... Okay. It's supposed to show in the tooltip how many times... Do I actually have to make it then? Maybe I messed that up. Did I mess that up somehow? Oh, let's heat this up a bit more. Wait, because it does show the range. So for quenching, I need to be at least 850 degrees C. Let's put that back. No, I didn't add clay before quenching because adding the clay will increase durability, but if you quench it without the clay, that's how you increase attack power. So you should be able to do it both ways. But I will... Okay, so that's definitely hot enough. Let's just see. I don't know... What? Excuse me? I've got tongs on right now. Why am I dropping it? What? Too hot to craft. So it's just generally too... I think maybe it's because I've got it over 1050. Oh, I bet you that's what it is. Let's just bring it down a little bit. Alright. Yeah, now it's just barely hot enough. Nope. Still showing it's too hot to craft. So how do you apply clay to it if not? Can I apply clay on the hot bar? No. It's a good question. Maybe if we set it down? Oh, it just disappeared. No, it's still there, but it's invisible. That's weird. See that? It shows it in the tooltip, but it's actually invisible, and I can't pick it up now. Huh. I think that's definitely a bug. There it is. It's back now. Okay, it's definitely lost temperature. It's a bit trickier than I thought it would be, but let's just try and quench this one without the clay this time. Okay. Wait till it gets up to about 900. See how this works. I don't know. Okay. There it goes. It shows it now. Times quenched once. Yep, look at that. Quench shattered chance is 10%, but we gained 10% power and 0% durability. Remember, because we didn't put the clay on. Yeah, so the power gain comes from a no clay quench. So how the hell do we put clay onto it? What's this one at? 750. Dawn. Dawn's still here. Bye, Dawn. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. Like I used to be able to do seal jars, hold clay and... Oh, okay. Hold clay in the right hand, maybe? Hold on. Well, then I don't have the ability to hold my tongs, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Wait, maybe do we put it while it's in the forge, maybe? No. That doesn't do anything. While it's in the hot coals, that's what I was just thinking, Bray. Yeah, that didn't do anything, though. I hold control and shift. Now, if I just right-click, it doesn't do anything. Maybe left-click it? No. Huh. When you apply the clay before heating. Let's try it like this. Oh, who said that? Silver coming through once again. Clutch. Good call, Silver. Did anybody else say it? I'm sure if I missed you guys, I appreciate you guys all for helping me out here. But yeah, so that's it. You first cover it in clay. Seems a little counterintuitive because I feel like if you put like a blade with a bunch of clay smeared on it, it would just get burned off. But no, now we put that in there. We'll heat it up to about 900 C. I would wager you have to put the clay in before. Yep, there you go, Justin. Good job, Justin and Silver, guys. Hold the clay in your cursor right click. Good thinking, Cotter. You got that, though. Yeah, Rod. Guys, not every streamer is capable of 3 Vintage Story streams. Wow, this is taking forever to heat this up. So now I see why we need the bellows. Thanks, Rod. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch. OC Draco just started Vintage Story, and your channel and tips have been so helpful. Well, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you for coming by the stream and saying hello. I love Vintage Story, and I love making content for it. All right, here we go. So we'll grab that, quickly quench it. We're trying out some of the new mechanics here in the 1.22 update. It's not fully released yet, so we're still in the unstable version, and we have been struggling with a lot of bugs and stuff, but yeah, now we're just having fun. Look at that. Okay, so it's been quenched twice, and the shatter chance went up by 5%. We gained 16.7 durability on that. Let's do something now. Let's go ahead and make this, folks. Oh, look at that. It shows the tooltips on it. I was going to say, let's compare it to this Falx over here, which has not been worked on. 991 durability versus the 850 for a normal. 5.5 damage versus 5. Still the same attack tier, but I wonder if we could really, really bump that up. Like, if we got lucky and we were able to temper it a whole bunch of times without it breaking, that would be amazing. I guess I'm actually going to listen and like and subscribe for a streamer for once. Thanks, Cotter J. Appreciate you, buddy. Means a lot to me. All right, let's get some food here. All right, so what are we doing next? The quenching seems pretty good just for the durability part. Tell me about it. Now, keep in mind, guys, you have to have iron, meteoric iron, or steel to quench. You cannot do this with copper or bronze. It literally says in the handbook it has to be one of the ferrous. So you will have to get up into the Iron Age right here at the top. Ferrous metals. Non-ferrous metals cannot gain bonuses. Just want to point that out. I'm sure a lot of you were aware of that, but I don't want you guys to get disappointed. You won't be able to do this right away, but you got to get yourself up into the Iron Age. Okay, so we've quenched. Now let's temper, right? So let's actually read that tempering process again. I don't remember what it said. Try to quench it in oil. I can tell you that it's not going to work, my friends, because it actually explicitly says right here, Mattias, it's a good suggestion. And I know that, I think Rod pointed out earlier that in real life you can use oils and even certain powders for quenching. But right here, it specifies in Vintage Story, at least as of 1.22, water is the only valid quenchant. So it's a good suggestion, but unfortunately it is just for water. Yeah, acids too. That's interesting. Yeah, right now, who knows? You know, maybe in the future they will add that, because that would be cool. You could, you know, boil up some sort of acid in the game and then make that. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's look at tempering. Used to reduce the shatter. Similar quenching tempering process involves bringing the worked up piece of temperature and letting it cool. It differs from quenching in that the temperature is lower. So I think this is pretty straightforward. I don't think there's a lot to this. Yeah, so essentially, we want to see what the tempering temperature is between 550, and 700. So this is actually a little bit too hot. Okay, so now I think we could literally just like set this thing down. It's probably going to disappear if I put it on the ground though. So if we just put this thing in the chest and let it air cool, I think that's going to do it. Damascus steel patterns. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Damascus steel looks amazing. I always wanted a knife made out of that when I was younger. All right, let's see. Temper. If you're tempering, their ability will remain unchanged. However, if you're quenching, improves the point. Okay. Used to reduce shatter chance. Tempering process involves bringing the works of specifically cooling it down. It differs from quenching in that the temperature is lower. The rate of cooling must be much slower than quenching, allowing the item to simply cool in the air while held or placed is essential. So I think we can just leave that. We'll have to wait for it to get to 0 and then try quenching it to see if that worked. I assume that's how that's going to go. They could add carbon count to steel. That would be cool too. Add Damascus. Yeah, man, that's been pretty sweet so far. All right, let's trip on some mushrooms. What do you guys say? You ready? Who hasn't seen the hallucination effects yet? Because you're about to see them, people. Buckle up. So we're eating one of the wavy caps. Here it comes. Oh, it does not take long to kick in. It's definitely more intense the more of them you eat. Maybe not, actually. I think it's coming on pretty strongly. I think we're peaking right now. All right, let's... Yeah, that is so cool. Let's eat one more. it might be actually making it more intense. Let's try another one. It seems like it speeds up the movement of the patterns. Oh, look at the fire. This is so crazy. I don't think you can overdose. I'm just eating them now. I'm just holding down. The YouTube bitrate is dying? Is it for real, or is that, are you just, hold on. That's not good. It's probably for real. Are we getting some lag here? Let me see if I can deal with that. Sorry, I'll unpause it so you guys can kind of watch here. It's like having a migraine, mix it with alcohol. Actually, yeah. Hold on. Let's do that real quick. How do I spawn alcohol into the game, though? I don't think I can I? Oh, I got a barrel of it. I got a bucket of it. Blueberry wine, delish. Alright, we're about to get loaded, people. Drinking just a whole bucket of wine here. Aquavite. You know what? Why not? There it is. Yeah. I don't think it's changing the look of things. It's just making my head sway a lot more. Actually, maybe it slowed it down a little bit. Death Booty. Mushrooms during a temporal storm. Bill Beto, what's up, buddy? Now, wait a second. Isn't there a command to turn on temporal storms? Hold on. Let's see if we can spawn a temporal storm real quick. The command skips ahead to the next scheduled storm. Next temporal storm. Here it is. Let's try it. Oh, it's about to get real crazy up in here, people. Alright, let's do this. Oh. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Change the frequency. Check the remaining days. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. I found it. Sorry about that. Are we still getting any lag, guys? How's the stream? Is it going okay? Temporal storm is imminent. It's going to take a couple minutes for this to... Oh, never mind. It's happening right now. Hold your horses here. I don't have any way to defend myself. Hold on, just so I don't die. Let's real quick go into a creep. Yeah, so that won't hurt me. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely... Oh, there's Dave. Oh, look at Big Dave. I kind of wish I wasn't drunk, but... Oh, you never had any lag? Good. Who said lag? Somebody said lag, I thought. Oh, either way. Okay, there's Dave. Yeah, the temporal storm. It definitely makes the rapids sound weird. Ooh. The noise from the rapids sounds awful. Sounds like a monster swallowing down its morning breakfast or something. Praise be to Dave. He's moving. Man, that guy can trek, can't he? I gotta say... I don't know. Quit humping the ground. It's definitely super weird having both temporal storm and hallucinations going. I kind of like the hallucinations just by themselves a little bit better, though. But yeah, this is wicked. Hallucinating and having a temporal storm simultaneously. Did we try the new mechanic powers? We did try the mechanics, but it kept hard crashing the game, so I just kind of gave up on it. Oh. Can you meet Dave, or are they untouchable? I think he's untouchable. For if I just flew towards him. Yeah, I don't think we would ever actually meet him. We can up our move speed real quick. I might lag out the stream, though, if I do this too much. It does kind of seem like we're getting close to him, but at the same time, don't think so. Dave is a part of the world box. There you go. There's an answer to your question. Oh, here's what the snow looks like. All trippy. Snow's actually kind of cool looking. Dave identifies as cross-dimensional. You change your move speed up to 5,000 and he was constant distance away. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Wait, there's a new axle and a way to hide the axle in the blocks. Hold on, I'm not sure what you mean. You can turn up the waviness of temporal storms too, really? Where's that at? Is that in the settings? All right. Yep, okay, so we're back home. Where the hell's my home? Here we are. Turn that down to 1. So wait, you're talking about a different axle? Wooden axle with small... Okay. What does that do exactly? Shit, I can't go back into survival mode yet. Doesn't tell anything about it, really. Yeah, we'll have to experiment with that. Maybe in a future stream for sure. New block that lets axles fit with the wall block so you don't have an ugly hole. Yeah, that's right. I do remember reading that in the patch notes too, for sure. Man, that stream is so annoying. Sound of it. Yeah. Oh, accessibility, glitch, waviness? Really? Glitch, strength, waviness. Oh, we're over our trip now. So we've fully sobered up from the trip, but... Interesting. Yeah, with the mushrooms on top of it, temporal storms are definitely interesting. I love the mushrooms, man. Oh, look at my copper. Looks like little pieces of rainbow candy. Oh, looks so delicious. Bye-bye, Dave. Yep, okay, temporal storm's over. We're back into the... I like it better like this. It's much brighter than having the temporal storm at the same time. But that's okay, that's okay. Yep, forbidden candies. Oh, it makes everything look like... I don't know. Makes everything look like candy. I love it. Look at the bellow. Oops, I just destroyed my bellow. Let's light up. Charcoal is unaffected by hallucinogenics. In my eyes. Look at that, look at that. Oh yeah. The bellows are a new slim toy. They are pretty awesome. Uh-oh, I just put a torch there. Oh my gosh, you guys. It has been... No, we didn't try the grindstone, actually. Let's grab one of those. I forgot about the grindstone. I wanted to do that too. Boom. Grind wheel. We're going to have to wait for our hallucination to wear off, but I guess we can go ahead and place it. Bing. Only part of it is subjected to the hallucinatories. So how does this work? Oh, it has to be hooked up to power. Duh. Oh, so the grind wheel is only usable with power. No way, I didn't realize that. Okay, powered from the side. Yeah, I see the axles there. No, I didn't realize that. We'll have to set up a power system at some point. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, now I won't bother like trying to make one of these early on until I have my windmill up in future playthroughs and stuff. Wow, we've learned a lot, I think, in today's stream for sure, guys. We had some technical issues at the beginning, so if you stuck around since then, I really appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out. No, I don't think we'll spawn in a windmill. In fact, I think we're going to end things here just a little bit early today, but like I said, don't worry, I'm going to be streaming more Vintage Story next week. My schedule is pinned in chat, so if you don't want to know what days and what times, make sure you click that, guys. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, and you'll get notifications. But I definitely had a good time today. Watch out for the shorts that I'll be putting out on YouTube here. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Your suggestions and all your help has been really great. And I will see you guys on the next one.